here at the University Theatre on the set, this lovely couch for their latest play, Estuary, which is running March 19th through 23rd. I'm here with Ron. Ron, tell me a little bit about the play.
This is a play that I actually wrote for students here. I actually do a little bit of playwriting, and so I'm writing and directing it. It's a play about a house full of students. I wrote the play so its roles are age appropriate for all of the cast, which is sometimes difficult to come across a play like that. But it's about a bunch of students who live in this house, and one of the students, the guy, he sees this girl, he meets this girl, and then she shows up earlier on, and she shows up at the door, and then he doesn't remember her, and he thinks she might have been a dream, but she's actually there. So that's just one of the threads in the play. There's about 4 or 5 different subplots going on in the play, but basically it's all about sort of the mixing between dream and reality, which is why the play is called Estuary, because it's sort of a metaphor for an estuary is where a river joins the ocean, and there's a mixing of the two different waters, and it's, you know, another thing is it's a very fertile area because of all the nutrients and things. So that's what this is all about, this play. Yeah.
Now that sounds very interesting. And where did you get the inspiration for this play that you wrote yourself? Was it as an instructor? Is this where you picked up the inspiration for the play?
Initially, I always wanted to write a big play because I write plays for professional theater, and you have to keep the cast very, very small or else they can't afford to do it. So this has 18 students in it, so I wanted to be able to do that. I also wanted to be able to do something where we could actually exploit, like make something really big on this stage, because that's another thing you can't do in professional theater. There's just not enough money. So we've got this really huge set, a huge cast. So that's what I generally wanted to do. And then the idea for the play came from me reading about this phenomenon that this researcher who was researching the way people used to sleep a long time ago said there was this thing called the watch. And back before industrialization and artificial light, people used to go to bed when the sun went down, and then they'd sleep all through the night. But the sleep was broken into 2 segments. The first segment was called the first sleep. The second one was called the second sleep. And in between these 2 sleeps, which is in the middle of the night, say 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning, everyone would wake up. And there would be this hour of wakefulness or hour and a half of wakefulness, and they called it the watch. And during this watch period, there were all kinds of things that went on, like people would wander around. But the other thing that was intriguing about it is, that I thought was interesting, is it's sort of a semi-conscious state where you're sort of half in the dream world and half in reality. So that was sort of the idea, that, the inspiration for the play is exploring that a little bit.
Is it a dream or is it reality? Definitely an interesting play to check out. So if you have a chance, March 19th through 23rd, Estuary is running at the Maine University Theatre.